For the past 45 years, the League of Women Voters of Wilmette has worked with 8th grade students throughout Wilmette to provide the opportunity to learn about the workings of local government. In the past, students have worked closely with representatives from the boards of the village, the library, the Park District, and our 2 K-8 school boards, District 37 and District 39, to understand firsthand how they function. Today, students from District 39 will conduct a mock meeting of the District 39 Board of Education. On behalf of the League of Women Voters of Wilmette, I would like to thank all of the District 39 administrators and staff, especially Eric Recess and Aaron Schwartz, as well as all the members of the District 39 Board and Superintendent Lechner for making this League's Student and Government Leaders Program possible. And now we'll turn it over to you.
Good afternoon. I hereby call to order this regular meeting of the Board of Education for the Wilmette Public School District 39 for Monday, March 5th, 2018. Will the Secretary please take the roll call? Present.
Mr. Moran? Present. Ms. Lewis? Present. Ms. Kaplan? Present. Mr. Grossman?
Now we will conduct the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have received the minutes from the February meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I move that we approve the minutes for the February's meeting.
I second that we approve the meeting for February's.
Are all in favor? Board Member Whitwer? Aye. Board Member Cook? Aye. Board Member Beacon? Aye. Board Member Grossman? Aye. Board Member Kaplan? Aye. Board Member Lewis?
Aye.
Board Member Moran?
Aye.
And then, aye. The minutes have been approved from the February meeting. Would anyone from the audience like to address the board? Seeing no presentations from the audience, we will continue to the consideration of renovation options of Highcrest Middle School. First, we will hear from the project architect.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm the architect. For the Highcrest renovation, there's 2 plans, Plan A and Plan B. Plan A, the LMC will be much bigger, and there will also be bathrooms in the LMC. Although it's going to be more expensive, and the hallway in front of it might be more condensed while kids are trying to go into the cafeteria and also into the library. For Plan B, the pros are there's less things to do to adapt for the fire in case of a fire, and it's a more constructible place. The hallway is also much larger, so there won't be as much traffic. The library will also be in a more central place since there are many people that have to go through that blue hallway. It will also be cheaper, and it will accommodate more students and teachers since it is more wide than long, but it will not be as much of a large space at the same time, like the square foot. For this, I would recommend Plan B since it is budget friendly. Instead of being, it's a couple thousand $100 less than it would be for Plan A. It's also easily accessed because the hallway is larger and it's easier for students and teachers to access. It's also in a more central area and the space is more open. And overall, the space is a lot more newer. The LMC will be in a newer section of the school since that 5th grade hallway was added there in the 2000s. Yeah, so overall, I would say Plan B is the better option. So, yeah.
Does any board member have a question?
So, even if the Plan B is cheaper, would there be like, would it be more like quality if it was plan A? Like, would it help more for the students?
I would say that comes down to like more of the like what's going to be in the LMC, but I think yeah, the end product will be the same as either or.
All right, thank you, project architect. Now we will hear from the Director of Business Services. Please come and deliver your report to the board.
Hi, I'm the Director of Business Finances.
And I am the manager of operations and maintenance.
We prefer option B. The first reason is that option B requires less shuffling of classes. Only the Spanish classes will require moving compared to option A's changing of many classes. With more classes that need moving, more teachers will temporarily have no home base. Also, after the renovation is finished, the Spanish classes will actually be bigger than before. Additionally, option B is also more budget friendly. While option A costs about $3.57 million, option B costs about $3.39 million. Even if this difference in money may seem little, it really is not. We should be taking all measures possible to make sure that residents of Wilmette do not have to pay any more taxes than necessary.
Option B is also more accessible and open. It is next to the large curved hallway, which is much wider and has more traffic flowing through it, which means that it's easier to find and much easier to maintain, also due to its open shape.
Does any board member have a question? All right, seeing none, we will continue on to the next report. Thank you very much. Next, we will be hearing from the principal of Wilmette Junior High School and Highcrest Middle School.
Hi, I'm the administrator for Student and Special Services.
I am the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources.
I am the WJHS and HMS principal.
I am the administrator for curriculum and instruction.
There are pros and cons for option A. One of the pros are that they will have better fire protection work, so Highcrest will have firewalls, and there will be more space in the LC by 1,260 square feet. The downsides are that it's more expensive, and the flex rooms are going to be smaller by 1,400 square feet, and special ed is moved further away.
In option B, there are also pros and cons. So the pros is it's much cheaper. The flex rooms will be larger. The special ed is centralized, so it's easy to get to. The other downsides to it are there's no fire protection works, the LC is smaller, and there will be temporary relocation for language arts.
I am the principal, and I will be talking about how Plan B is less money. So first off, you can see how the money plan for Plan A versus Plan B, and how it is a lot cheaper, which can be used for other things. Now this is part of phase 4, but the cafeteria and kitchen expansion, this can allow more seating choices, healthier food, more food options, not as cramped, faster line, and more time to eat. Now for the LC, or the Learning Commons, for Plan B, the Learning Commons would be where the world language classes are now, now the world language classes would be where the LMC is currently. The LC would be close to a lot of classrooms, and it would be about 5,740 square feet.
I'm the administrator for Student Special Services. So if we go with Plan B, the special ed classes will be bigger and it's centralized, so it's easier for the kids to get to. In Plan B, the classes would all be renovated in the same place, so classrooms don't need to be moved, and there wouldn't have to be so much relocation because it's at the same place. And it's very centralized, so the special ed students can get to the places really easily.
I believe that option B is a better option than option A. Option B will have a smaller LC by 1,260 square feet, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Less space in the LC would mean that the district wouldn't need to hire as many librarians. For option B, there is no fire protection work, so there won't be additional firewalls, but instead there will be an additional entry/exit to the courtyard. Most rooms already have smoke detectors and sprinklers, and with the addition of the new entry, firewalls are unnecessary for the safety of the students. Without the new firewalls, there will also be no additional maintenance costs. In total, option B is cheaper by $183,000. This money could be used in other things such as after-school activities, supplies, and more.
I'm the administrator for curriculum and instruction, and with option B, with the renovated special ed rooms, it really helps the curriculum for the special ed classes. And option B is the option that seems the best for classroom space and room for extra classrooms. Its pros include greater classroom space, less crowded hallways, and more space for special ed classrooms. Its cons include a temporary issue, the Spanish classrooms not having a place, and less square feet than option A, which is only a difference of 1,000 square feet. Overall, option B is the best option for classrooms and curriculum.
All right, does anyone from the board have any questions about this? All right, thank you for your report. Are there any other reports that will be given? All right, seeing none, let's open discussion about the reports. Board Member Beacom.
Yeah, so the bathroom in option A is out of the learning commons, making the students have to leave the library itself and disrupt their learning heavily, whereas the bathroom in option B is inside of the LC, being extremely close and accessible to get to. From this statement, why would it make sense to go with option A, as maintaining a steady education is the highest priority?
Thank you, Board Member Beacom. Does anyone else want to put in anything? Board Member Lewis.
Will the construction affect the learning abilities of the students at during the construction?
They would not affect, I don't believe they would affect the learning of the students during construction, as I believe all construction would take place during the summer.
Also, I did see that there was some construction during the school year. I was also wondering, like, Ms. Lewis, if there would be, like, in terms of the curriculum, if there would be like any setbacks or any things that wouldn't be able to be covered because of the extra time in the construction due to any distractions or relocations.
Perhaps for any construction taking place during the school year, there would need to be relocations. It would not. We would try to make it as seamless as possible, so that teachers working, I believe the term is on cart or something like that, but teachers with no home base do get all the classrooms and space they need, and we will create flex classrooms and relocation spaces, so that those students and those teachers do have space during construction of their normal spaces.
I apologize for the interruption. We actually have one more report to give, and that's from our Director of Technology. So we'll have him come in and then finish up, and then you guys can continue your questions. Sorry about that.
Hello, I'm the Tech and Media Director. And in the option A LC, you'd need like 3 smart boards that each like $5,000 a piece, like 2 portable TVs, 4 TVs in like the classrooms, and 6 Apple TVs for screen mirroring, and 3 Wi-Fi like spots, and that would come out to a total like $17,000. And in the option B, it's considerably less, but you'd also have less TVs and smart boards, but it would be $11,000. And I believe that option A, although more expensive, grants the students more freedom to learn and explore, and it also offers the more options to do work from, and gives the ability for more teachers to have classes in the LC.
Does any board member have a question? All right, seeing none, thank you for your presentation. Sorry about that. All right, let's reopen discussion. Would anybody like to say something? It definitely looks like for option B, there's more space for flex classrooms, which I definitely think is a plus because some rooms are engineered to fit specific classes and what's in them. And flex classrooms are really nice because they can really accommodate whatever is in them. Seeing no more discussion from the board, can I have a motion to approve one of the options?
I motion that we go with option B.
I second that motion.
All right. All in favor of option B, say aye. All against it, say nay. Board Member Whitwer.
Aye.
Board Member Cook.
Nay.
Board Member Beacom.
Aye.
Board Member Grossman.
Aye.
Board Member Kaplan.
Aye.
Board Member Lewis.
Aye.
Board Member Moran.
Aye.
And aye. All right. The board has come to the consensus to approve option B. Can I have a motion to adjourn this meeting, seeing no further options on the agenda?
I second that motion.
All right. Let's vote to adjourn the meeting. Board Member Whitwer.
Aye.
Board Member Cook.
Aye.
Board Member Beacom.
Aye.
Board Member Grossman.
Aye.
Board Member Kaplan.
Aye.
Board Member Lewis.
Aye.
Board Member Moran.
Aye.
All right. Aye. Thank you for coming to this meeting. This regular meeting of the District 39 Board of Education on Monday, March 5th, 2018 is officially adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.